stages. In the first stage, at the Readiness for Direct Practice, students complete a development plan alongside their academic tutors. We've nested this or embedded this in our integrated seminar, which we hold on campus at university, and all students undertake these seminars, and they're asked to complete their development plans as part of these seminars. They work alongside their academic tutors. They get an opportunity to discuss, explore and evaluate their learning, and these plans are developed and assessed by or signed off by their academic tutors at the end of the Readiness for Practice course. In the first placement, students will be developing their plans with you as practice educators, and also in the second placement or the final placement as well. The plans form a core part of the practice placement, and they're also put as part of the portfolios which students submit for their placements as well. Just to give some practical guidance on personal professional development planning, it's worth noting that the personal development plans are part of a holistic assessment. I know holistic assessment is talked about a lot as part of the PCF model, and it is part of that holistic assessment. The other thing to note is that the development plans should be and are student-led. So they're there for students to use, and they're a tool for students to develop their own learning and to develop their own sense of what they're achieving in their social work careers and beyond. Worth just breaking down some of where some ideas around the personal development plans. In the first placement, students should be bringing along their existing development plans with them. So the ones that they've completed as part of the Readiness for Practice course should be coming into the first placement with the student, which you should be able to see and read through as well and discuss with the student. These plans hopefully will form the basis for the development of the plan that students will be completing as part of their first placement. So hopefully very early on in the placement, the plans are drawn up alongside yourself as an educator, and hopefully looking at the practice learning agreement, students should be able to use that as an indicator for areas that they want to develop on. So once the plans are drawn up, hopefully, as I said early on in the placement, hopefully at the midway stage there should be a review and a signing off of the plan, and it should be signed off by yourself as a practice educator and the student. And that's a useful time to review, to evaluate how the student's doing on their development plan. And at the final stage, the plan gets signed off again by yourself as a practice educator, the student, and it should return back to the academic tutor, who will read through it and maybe ask a few questions and also sign off the plan as well. In the second placement, or the final placement as we call it, the same process takes place. However, the plan in the final year placement is slightly different because it forms the basis for students going on, or qualified social workers going on to take on the ASYE, or the Assessed Supported Year in Employment, and where the students will be expected to complete development plans at that stage once they've qualified. So these plans are quite key to capturing student learning and student development, and we certainly encourage students to take them seriously, to discuss their plans and their learning with practice educators, and to make sure that they've really captured all the information, all the learning needs that they can in their development plans as well. So just to summarise, the development plans hopefully are capturing the sense of the holistic assessment and the holistic learning opportunities that students have while they're learning, while they're training to be social workers. Students should be bringing their plans to you. As I said, it's a student-led document, so the onus is on the student to complete the plan, and you're there to discuss, to give ideas, to share areas of learning, and perhaps sometimes to evaluate and appraise students. Sometimes students might miss out on areas that they need development on, and you can be a helpful resource to encourage them around their development as well. And then finally, information around the development plans are available on Open Moodle. So if you need examples of the development plans, you can go to Open Moodle and find exemplars there. Thank you very much.